this latest episode of this FIFA 16 Burnley career mode. Just to let you guys know that I have made an audacious attempt to sign Neymar Jr. from Barcelona. He's on a contract expiry and I think he'd be a great fit for Burnley and he could play on the left hand side. We have had a look at Lionel Messi, but we have to take his age into account and his fact that he's 300 grand a week wages as well. I mean, it'd be a great signing for us. We might have a look at him maybe later on in the window, see what we think of him. But I've just got to take in mind his wage and his age and how much it would cost us in wages. 300 grand a week, it seems a lot. I mean, we might be paying Neymar Jr. 200 grand a week, and then would that upset the likes of Mario Balotelli? You've got to look at it from that point of view. So I'm weighing up my options carefully. I've also put a bid in for John Stones as well. So that's in the pipeline. Now we're going to show, also in between all the transfer mania, we're going to for the next month we'll obviously be fitting in games as well. We got Sunderland at home in the first game, and then we've got Liverpool at Anfield in the second game, and then we've got that Preston, and then in the next episode we've got Preston and Norwich then, and then the two semi-finals with Luton. We're going to do as one episode. We're going to get both into one episode as highlights, so you'll get two legs in one episode there, because they are being played simultaneously. And then it all depending, of course, if we get through to the FA Cup, because if the FA Cup's sandwiched in between, we might do them as both games as standalone games along with the FA Cup side. So we'll have a look at that and play that by ear. Of course, we'll see what happens in the FA Cup replay before doing that. Anyway, let's get over to Turf Moor, where we're about to take on Sam Allardyce's Sunderland. It says Dick out of a carton there, but to me it's Sam Allardyce anyway. As we go over there and join a capacity crowd at Turf Moor for the visit of Allardyce's Sunderland. Enjoy the first of the two games. And warm welcome, Happy New Year from Turf Moor as 2018 comes in with top against bottom. Burnley against Sam Allardyce's Sunderland. Burnley, of course, a massive 11-12 points clear at the top of the Premier League and have the meanest defence at the moment, and they're looking to spend a few quid in January on John Stones, who's been earmarked, of course, to strengthen the Burnley back four. Also, there's rumours that Burnley are going to sign Neymar Jr. as well. This is the same team that beat Manchester United at Old Trafford in the last Premier League match. Ings and Balotelli reconvened their partnership up front, and it's the strongest possible 11. And with all these games to come thick and fast, it's going to be tough. But Sunderland are a tough side. Pantelimon is the goalkeeper. Brian Ruiz could be the key for Sunderland. Johnson and Perotti on both flanks, and Fabio Barini is preferred to Charlie Austin, the former Burnley striker, up top. Referee Jonathan Moss. Redmond. Trippier. Burnley in a good bit of form there. Their only hiccup really was that cup draw on New Year's Day. That's a good ball. Your Burge get in there and it's hooked away for the first corner of the contest. Redmond with it. Towards Loftus-Cheek, who gets the header on. Easy for Pantelimon. Ings well in there with Perotti. And that's going to be a feature really, how Burnley's attack comes up against Sunderland's defence. Here's Loftus-Cheek. Good running by the youngster. Loftus-Cheek 1-0, and he's taken a quarter of an hour. Wonderful play. Loftus-Cheek sold a couple of dummies to Sunderland defenders, went past them very easily, and Pantelimon beaten a mile. A tremendous start for Burnley, and on the quarter of an hour mark, Loftus-Cheek strikes the first goal of the calendar year of 2018 for Burnley. It's his second goal of the season. Comes after 16 minutes. Burge to Rodwell. Matthews. Balassi gets it away. Up to Balotelli. Nice patient build up this from Burnley. Oh, that's a good ball. And Ings is benefiting from the rest against Preston and tees up Balotelli to nodding goal number 2. Wonderful patient build up this time. Redmond to Ings to Balotelli, and when Balotelli gets inside that 6-yard area, you know exactly what's going to be the outcome. It's going to be a goal. No chance for Pantelimon, and the Clarets in New Year looking in fine fettle. 2-0. Redmond. He's good approach play into Loftus-Cheek. That's wonderful. Oh, what a lovely ball. Here is Mario Balotelli. Free. Oh, it's a romping. Burnley are so rampant in the opening half an hour. Ings to Loftus-Cheek. He's already scored a goal tonight. Puts it on a plate for Mario Balotelli. And he gets his 18th for the season. And that's his second of the match. Goalkeeper I would think should do an awful lot better. And Sunderland look a well beaten outfit. 3-0, Balotelli's 18th for the season. Given away by Johnson, but Rodwell has won the ball back for Sunderland. Cattermole. Perotti! Oh, now what's the ref giving here? I think it might have been a free kick on the edge of the penalty box. Now what's the referee going to say here? Yellow card for... is it Redmond? Yes, it is. Now, was that in or out? I think that's the debate. I'm not sure whether the referee pointed to a free kick or a penalty. Let's have a look at it again. Well, that's hardly conclusive. I think it was just outside the box. Yes, it's a free kick. It was just inside the D as it happened. It's going to be Adam Johnson with it. 4 men in the Burnley wall. Redmond's been booked. In fact, it's going to be left for Perotti, and Rodwell over the bar. Good, well worked free kick, but Rodwell got too much underneath it, and it cleared the crossbar. And Neymar could be on the move, as you see there, on a pre-contract at Burnley next season. Here's Yannick Bolasie. Ings. Oh, good save, Pantelimon. Well, that was a good bit of play, and Ings was unlucky. Good save by Pantelimon. Sunderland making a change. Jermaine Lance replaces the very poor Adam Johnson. And Mario Balotelli, who's on a hat-trick, takes the corner. Loftus-Cheek, straight into the arms of Costel Pantelimon. Now Lance. Oh, he's onside. Good ball. And if Ruiz can keep his head, he might score. He'll lay Perotti. That's going to be a penalty. Foul by, I think it was Trippier. In fact, it might have been Dyer. It's a red card. Now, was he the last man? That's the first thing we need to determine. Well, I'm not so sure. I think that should be a yellow card. I don't think it was a clear goal scoring opportunity. I think the referee, Mr. Motto's, overreacted. I think a yellow card would have been more appropriate. So, twice in 2 games, Burnley have conceded a penalty, and it's going to be Fabio Borini from the spot. And he scored. And Sunderland pull one back, and they're on the board. Fabio Borini, the goal scorer. I don't know why he's celebrating like that, because they've still got another 2 goals to try and get to force something out of this game. There it is again. Heaton going the wrong way. He never had a hope. And Sunderland have got themselves 1 goal back. Ninth goal of the season. Burnley 3, Sunderland 1. Ruiz, Rodwell, Ruiz again. Oh, well played, Redmond. And he's picked up a slight knock, but here's Balotelli. He couldn't play to Ings because Ings would have been offside, and in any case, Balotelli is through and has hit the post. Ings has said it's safe. Balotelli will fire it over. Well, I was going to say hat-trick. I don't know why we've got the Hawkeye system there, because it quite simply said no goal, because the ball was way before the line anyway. Van Harner. Now Charlie Austin, the former Burnley man. Oh, he skipped away from the challenge. Corner, ball comes off Trippier, and Van Harner's shot goes in to the cricket field stand into the 4,000 Sunderland supporters who are congregated behind. Sums up Sunderland's afternoon. And despite the fact that Burnley have gone down to 10 men, they have been very comfortable winners. There's no doubt about that. Lance. And Ings took the ball off very well. Here's Balotelli. How he'd love to complete the hat-trick right at the death now. And he's through. Can Balotelli grab another hat-trick? Oh, he's hit the post. Ings might score. He has. That's the game. Standard match for Danny Ings and for Burnley. Balotelli was mightily unlucky to hit the post, but it came back and Ings had to stretch, and he marks his return to action with a goal. Got there ahead of the defender, and Burnley have their 3-goal advantage back. And Balotelli lifts up the goal scorer and applauds him. Goal number 11 for the season, and the Ings-Balotelli combination between them has striking up a very good partnership as the final whistle is blown by referee John Moss. A super performance from Burnley, only marred by the harsh red card of Eric Dyer when he gave away a penalty, which Fabio Perini converted for Sunderland. By then Burnley were 3 up and out of sight anyway, through goals from Loftus-Cheek and 2 for Balotelli. And then right at the end, Danny Ings made it 4-1 with a close range finish after that man there was denied his hat-trick by the far post, inside of the far post. Ings came up and buried the rebound with considerable ease. And Burnley stay clear at the top, comfortable 4-1 winners over Sunderland. So fantastic win there, easy win against Sunderland, 4-1, and it could have been even more. So we still remain 11 points clear of West Bromwich Albion, but we are out without Eric Dyer for the Liverpool match due to a 1-match suspension. Now then, let's have a look at what's gone on. Neymar wants to be a top player. Well, I want to make him a top player. I'm going to offer him 260 a week. I want to sign him for Burnley because I think he can go places with an 89 rating. And now, but some more news. John Stones, our £23 million bid, has been accepted, and we're gonna make him an offer. We want him to be a top central defender, and he will add Steele to that back four. And he's a centre back. He's 81 rated. He's only 23 years old. He could be the player that we need right now. I, for one, I can't wait. So that's that done. Let's have a look at. We've got some offers there. Fabian Delph, Stoke have offered 13 million. We might counteract that and try and get them to part with 28 million pounds, because we want to rip them off because they try to sell us. He did us out of Bojan Kirkic last year. Danny Ings is not for sale. He's my top striker, and Being there. But before the Liverpool game, we've got £25 million for Balotelli. You must be off your rockers. I'm rejecting that offer. Mario's staying put. He's not going to Swansea for any price. Tom Eaton has been subject. He's now 77 rated, funnily enough, the Burnley captain. But again, he's not going anywhere at the moment, and he's kept the most clean sheets in the league. We're not selling a good goalkeeper like him. But anyway, let's get over to Anfield for our second and final match of the episode as we take on Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. Enjoy. Well, you never walk alone rings round here at Anfield out the Kop as we welcome you. First against Dave, 18 points between the two teams. Liverpool have 30 points, lying in 8th place against the Clarets, who have 48 points and are 11 points clear. And Burnley's player to watch is the former Liverpool player Mario Balotelli, who scored 4 goals in his last 3 games. Let's take a check at the two teams, starting with Liverpool. Adam Bogdan is preferred in goal. Origi and Benteke are the two centre-backs, with Lana, centre-forwards rather, with Lana playing in behind. Henderson and Moreno and Milner are the two midfield players. Let's have a look at the Burnley lineup. One change, and that is enforced at centre-back, where Tommy Smith, formerly of Ipswich, comes in to replace the suspended Eric Dyer. What an atmosphere. Sunlit afternoon, but bitterly cold here on Merseyside. And Mario Balotelli back on his old stomping ground. He never really got off the ground really at Anfield. But he's been banging in the goals, and he'll want to put another one on him. He didn't score in the first game at Turf Moor. That was the game where Brendan Galloway scored that late winner. So it's Burnley in the change strip of yellow. Change shirts of yellow to get us away. Burnley, of course, need I remind you, in the all red strip. But I know you all knew that. Here's Trippier. Redmond. Comes off Moreno. And that's a goal kick. Milner to take, and the goalkeeper in trouble, and what a save! He recovered superbly there, Heaton. Off the line, Benteke thought he scored, and Heaton did fantastically well and palmed it away almost off the line. It's been a... Oh, here's a chance. Balotelli. Delph. Good effort turned away by Bogdan. And that was a very good effort there by Fabian Delph. Caught it on the right foot. And Bogdan had to stretch. Good save. Redmond with the throw then. Trippier. Oh, giving away straight to Benteke. And it's 1 against 1 here. Benteke, but a lot of Clarets defenders getting back, and Benteke won't have to go alone, and shoots it iron over the bar, and into the cup it went. When he got into the position, it was a good chance for him, but he fluffed the lines. Smith. Galloway. Balassi. Just shook off Nathaniel Klein's advances. He's got 2 in the middle if he can pick them out. And Ings! Right on the stroke of half-time! Danny Ings has struck! And it was a peach of a cross by the former Crystal Palace man with his right foot. And Danny Ings from no more than 6 yards heads past Bogdan and gives Burnley the lead. The league leaders have done it again. It's his 12th goal of the season, and what a time to get it right on the stroke of half-time. Liverpool 0, Burnley 1. Danny Ings, right on the 44th minute mark, has done it. 4 added minutes then at the end of the first half. And here's the runner. Is this going to be 1-1? No. Good defending. King got his body in the way. So a corner to be taken by Milner. Skirtle's header. Good save by Heaton. And he can just boot it up the field now. Surely that must be it for the first half. Moreno. And there is the half-time whistle. And what a first half we had here. Burnley and Liverpool were locked together. There was nothing to choose between it, and then the goal right on half-time from Danny Ings has put the league leaders in front at half-time here at Anfield. Here's Sturridge now on the ball. Plays a little bit ball out towards Benteke. Tommy Smith there doing some defensive work. Tommy Smith, of course, is a famous name in these parts, of course. The Anfield Iron, they used to call him. This Tommy Smith has conceded a corner. Thiago on for Adam Lallana. It's going to be a Liverpool corner. Oh, and Ari puts it wide. Bad miss. Trippier. Delph. Loftus-Cheek. Thiago. Henderson. Milner. Loftus-Cheek did well. Redmond. Oh, that's brilliantly done from the forward Birmingham youngster. He's got two in the middle, and guess who it is? Oh, and it can save Redmond! And it just will not go in. It's crossed the line for a goal kick. And Teke with a long throw all of a sudden. He's found Moreno. And the header is wide from Milner. Best chance that Liverpool have fashioned in the match. And it was James Milner just past the far post. Delph. Loftus-Cheek. And that's a good ball. Ings has got two in the centre. Towards Balotelli. Oh, what a good save. That is an excellent save from Bogdan, because that looked a certain goal all the way, but what a piece of reflexes. Up to Sturridge. And Delph has got his work cut out trying to keep up with him. Oh, he's beaten him. Problems here for Burnley. Sturridge has just run on. And Markovic is in the crossbar. And the ball has somehow been scrambled away. And Milner wins it back. And it's a corner. Oh, what a finish. And Bogdan is coming forward. Klopp is allowing in there. He's on the 6-yard box. Here comes the corner. Floated in there. Redmond getting it out. Loftus-Cheek and Delph. And now Tommy Smith. And if they can play it right, they might have an open goal here, Burnley. And Balatti's he's tried to go for it, but then he's got it all wrong. And it's gone into the stand for a throw, would you believe? Whistle has gone, and Burnley have done it, but only just. The goal in the 45th minute from Ings was enough in the end. Balotelli was denied at the last by Bogdan, a super save, but it's Burnley who get all the spoils and the 3 points here at Anfield. Liverpool did play well in times, and in the end Milner came so close. They had their best, that was their best chance, but Danny Ings' goal on the stroke of half time has won it for Burnley. Full time here then in an eventful match here at Anfield. Liverpool 0, Danny Ings and Burnley 1. Good win that. It was. It wasn't a vintage win by any stretch of the imagination, but we stay top of the Premier League, and we'll look at the tables another time. Right now, we're going to have a look at some news. Hopefully, we'll get some transfer news. Eric Dyer has served his one-man suspension. Nathan Redmond wants to discuss wages, but at the moment, I haven't got time to do that right now. Let's see if we can get any fresh news. There we are, big news. Two great pieces of news. John Stones is coming to us for £23 million. He's our new centre back, and he gets the age down. And this is a big coup for us. It's cost us 260 grand in wages, but he's worth every single penny. He's a 3 transfer signing. He's going to be he's worth £56 million. He's 25. Neymar is next season is going to be a claret. I can't wait. Absolutely delighted with that signing. So 2 new signings. One is come straight away, and the other is now on a free contract. Richard Keogh has signed for Norwich as well, just so you know. We had transfer offers in for Fabian Delph and Mario Balotelli. We're going to try and get Fabian Delph's offer up a bit. We do the counter offers, it works. Mario's staying no way, he's not going to Wolfsburg. Not for that money, I'm sorry. 17.5 million. He's worth a lot more than that. Torino, ooh, that's a big offer, but as I say, still our main source of goals, and I wanted to stay because I wanted to achieve success at Burnley. That is a given. So 2 big signings then, and will John Stones make his debut in our next match? Else we've scared off Stoke. Didn't think he was worth it, but I'm absolutely delighted at the moment. And that brings us to the end of the latest episode of Career Mode. I very much hope you've enjoyed the episode. 2 wins, 1 comfortable, 1 not so comfortable, because that Liverpool game wasn't so comfortable. So we start the next episode. Norwich game will come later at Turf Moor. Both games are at Turf Moor, but the first game you'll see in the next episode is an FA Cup replay at home to our great rival, to our very deadly rivals from West Lancashire, Preston North End. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you very soon. We leave you with the knowledge that Neymar is coming and a pre-contract in the summer, but also short term we have signed John Stones for a very good, for £23 million. It's a great coup for us, and I can't wait. Take care, keep subscribing, and we'll see you for the next episode very soon. Ta-ra, take care.